Hello everybody, Hakim here, aka Hakim Graphics, and welcome to this demo video / quick guide for my new script, Quick Nodes. You can see the script UI right here. So basically the script helps you create connection lines like these, like brain maps or node systems where everything is expression driven, so everything is live. You can also control a lot of things like stroke width, stroke color, curvature, the trimming from the start or the end. We're gonna go on those a little bit later. So let me induct the script first. Let's delete that and start from scratch. We have here in the utility panel the text status. It shows which parent it is stored in the script memory. Currently it's showing the layer named parent, which is this layer right here. If you hold Alt and click on the set parent, it's gonna clear the parent from the memory. So let's do that again. Select this one, set it to parent, single click. Then let's select all the layers we want to connect. Then let's go to the path type and choose which path we wanna choose. Let's keep it simple and work with the Bezier. Here you can enable dashes if you wanna have a dashed line, or you can enable round corners, but the round corner only works with the paths that have hard edges like the square, the circuit, the elbow on the stairs. So if you enable it, it's gonna provide you with an extra control for the roundness. It is not useful in this case, so there is no point. Let's hit connect. Immediately it's gonna generate these connection lines. It is labeled as connections with the yellow. In the effects panel we have some controls to control the look, starting from the width, the color. Let's use something like that. You can also enable the round cap. Let's hide that for a moment to show you what it does. The round cap so basically turns into a rounded edge or a flat edge. Let's bring this back. You can also do the taper start, taper end. You can control the curvature. The curvature is only available in some path types, but for other path types there are some other controls. For example, there is no need to use curvature for the linear. You get my point. We also have trim start, trim end, and there is this stagger. The stagger works if you want to stagger the animation of each path. Let's do a quick demo. For example, let's set it to 5, and let's do a quick animation for the trim start. Set it to 100. Let's do a basic easing. They all animate at the same time. But if we add a little bit of stagger, let's say 3 frames, you can see the first layer started first and so on. One important thing here, the order in which you select those layers is the same order the animation is gonna go. For example, if we selected this one first, then this one, then this one, it's gonna start from the bottom up. Let's show you what I mean. Let's delete, select this one first, this one, this one, this one, then hit connect. Let's do the same animation. You can see they start at the same time, but if we add 3 frames delay, this one start first, then this one, you get my point. So this is the basic stuff. Also, another important thing, the paths are based on the anchor points of each layer. So if you want to adjust it a little bit, you can hit the Y button to adjust it. So keep that in mind if you want to have the connection start from the center of the layers. Just make sure your anchor points are centered to the center. Okay, next let's go over all the available path types. Let's delete current connection. We don't need to set a new parent because it's already stored. Let's select the layers, and let's go with the linear. Linear is a basic thing. Same controls for the stroke width, color, round cap, the taper, the trimming. Nothing new here. Let's delete that. Let's select the soft. The soft resembles the squircle roundness, or what they call it in math, the super ellipse, which it has like this steep curvature. That is this curvature control over here, which you can adjust your liking, but don't go far because it's gonna go weird. I didn't want to limit it to 200 because I wanted to give the user full control. So yeah, so that's that. Let's delete that and go for some other paths. This is the twirl. The twirl does what it sounds. Basically creates this twirly curved lines. Okay, let's delete those and check other paths. That is the catenary. You may notice that the catenary and the twirl are similar. Well, they are not similar because the catenary simulates like hanging ropes. So all the lines are affected by the gravity or something like that. You can go in reverse, but they go in the same direction. But in the twirl, they all go in the same direction, if that makes sense. Let's keep on going. We have the square. Square creates these sharp edges connections. Let's try to enable the round corners this time. So let's enable that. You can see that the sharp edges now has some roundness, and you can control it by the corner roundness right here. So this is pretty cool. Let's keep on going. We have the circuit. Circuit is a very cool one. Let's first turn off the roundness. It simulates or makes some paths like a printed circuit board or something like that. There is also the steps control, so you can basically increase the steps or decrease it. I like to keep it between 2 and 4. Yeah, that is that. Let's delete that. Let's also try the elbow. The elbow is a very cool one too. That is the round corner because we activated in here. Let's set it to 0. We don't need it in this case. But the new controls are the elbow position and the elbow bias. The elbow position controls where the elbow is positioned in the paths. You can turn it whatever you want. You can also adjust the elbow bias if you want to create a little bit of a spacing between the lines. You can definitely do that. Let's delete those. And lastly, we have the stairs. The stairs also is a very cool one too. You can see that there is some roundness on the edges because we activated the round corners. Let's put it to 0 right now. That is the steps controls similar to the circuit. You can adjust the steps to your liking. Okay, this is the basic stuff. So let's check some merging and adding elements to the rig. Let's delete those. Let's create a basic curved Bezier connection. Okay, let's change it to something like that. If you want to delete a layer from an already existing connection, you can select it and simply hold Alt plus Delete. If you hold Alt plus Delete, you're going to delete it from the connection. But if you hit the delete button, it's going to delete the whole connection, so be careful. Alt plus Delete, you can delete more than one at once. Also, you can add new layers to an already existent connection. Let's enable those two objects. Let's select them both, then hit Alt plus Connect. It's going to connect to the stored parent in the script memory. So yeah, you have that too. Okay, let's check the merge feature. First, let's build the new connections. Okay, let's set this as a new parent. Set it as parent. Select those, connect. Let's select this as a new parent. Select these, let's connect. Now, if you build multiple connections at once to control everyone separately, it can be tedious. So this is why I implemented the merge button. So if you select more than one connections layer and you hit merge, it's going to merge them in one connection layer right here. So this is basically to make the control easy and not to go all over the layer separately to change the settings one by one. But there is one important thing to keep in mind. If you make a merged connections, you cannot add new children to this parent or this parent, because it doesn't know the connection, you know what I mean? So you have to keep that in mind. If you want to be able to add a new connection, or excuse me, a new layer to a merged connections, you cannot do that. So keep that in mind. Also, let's talk about the delete button logic. If you click the delete button, it's going to delete the recently created or merged connections. In our case, we have this merged connection. So the latest created one, it's going to be deleted first. So if you delete, you get 1 point. So, or if you want to delete all connections at once, you can hit Control, not Alt, Control plus click. You can delete all the connections at once. If you hover over any of the buttons, you get this tooltip to see what the buttons does. I think we covered all the important features of the script. I hope you guys find it useful and make some awesome animations and projects using it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm planning to release more scripts this year. The link for the script is on the description on my Gumroad shop. So if you want to grab yourself a copy, it is there. I hope you're having an amazing time, and catch you on the next one.